We also have more breaking news right now. Just minutes ago, we learned people are now allowed to return to their homes in Zelensky. This is in Vinton County, where a chemical leak forced the entire village to evacuate. Nitrogen oxide gas was released into the air right after this leak, and it happened at the Austin Powder Red Diamond plant in MacArthur.
We do have team coverage for you on that tonight. Meteorologist Aaron White explains where the nitrogen oxide could travel now.
But let's start with Kristen McFarland. And Kristen, you have been in Vinton County all day since this morning. How are people doing tonight?
Well, Angela, that evacuation order being lifted is welcome news to the residents that I spoke with this afternoon. They tell me after a frightening morning, they're ready to come home.
It's scary. And to be honest with you, when they tell you something's going on out to Austin Powder, if you're smart, you'll listen.
Susan Heller recounting the moment she learned of a large chemical spill just miles from her home.
And a friend of mine called and told me we was to hold in place. Then she called me back and said we were to evacuate.
These photos were taken by a 10 TV viewer. They show an orangish plume of smoke hovering over the plant.
I don't know what to say. You just can't do anything but evacuate and pray to God that nobody got hurt.
Taking shelter at the high school, Susan hopes she can get home to her pets soon.
Okay, a little nervous, but okay. Wanted to go home, but because I forgot and left my animals in the house.
Thankfully, officials say there's been no reports of injury. The plume of nitric oxide is no longer visible in the sky, and cleanup efforts are underway. Neighbors say they're still worried.
It's kind of scary after like all the East Palestine stuff, because you hear that was pretty big. I mean, I've lived here, like I said, my entire life, and nothing like this has ever happened.
If that stuff, a leak or whatever, what if it soaks down and gets like into the water?
Emergency and environmental agencies continue monitoring and testing the site and surrounding areas. And with that monitoring, we did find that officials say there's no reason to believe that water is unsafe, and same for that water for livestock. Now, nitric oxide can cause some irritations. Doctors say if you are having some symptoms, you can seek their help or take a shower. Same for that livestock as well. They could experience the same symptoms. Angela.
Kristen, thank you so much. Colin?
Yeah, the EPA says the nitrogen oxide gas was released into the atmosphere. Meteorologist Aaron White joins us now to explain where that chemical could travel now.
Our 10 Weather Impact team has been monitoring the wind speeds here through the day, and overall they have been on the lighter side across southeastern Ohio, especially areas around where the incident is occurring there in Vinton County. Even as of right now, wind speeds are less than 10 miles per hour, but what we are watching is the wind direction out of the south and where that chemical is moving to the north and east as it has been up into the air, and watching that overall dispersion of the chemical from the Austin Powder plant. And it is something we're going to be monitoring here through the course of the next several hours. Right now, not anticipating any wind direction or wind speed changes, so that is good news, but still something we are going to be monitoring here at 10 TV.